Okay, here we go. Focus. Speed. I am speed. One winner, 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Breakfast? Maybe I should have had breakfast. A little brekkie could be good for me. No.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Nate here today. I'm bringing you a video. Hope you're all having a great day. And this video is going to be a kit on the Inkbrush. Now, I did the last Inkbrush video, so it's going to be relatively similar, but I'm going to be way more in depth about how your sub and special will change the entirety of your gameplay. This video is going to assume that you know what you're doing with Inkbrush to a certain degree and want to see about other kits. Now, if you're new or are a rookie to Inkbrush, then you should go watch the How to Play Inkbrush video, which we'll have linked in the description of this video. And it's a very good starting point, but this video is going to be assuming that you know all of the ropes and know exactly how to play Inkbrush. Just a disclaimer, this is not the How to Play series, this is the Kit series, and I will not be going over weapons, I will only be focusing on the actual kits. With that disclaimer out of the way, we can move on to the only current kit for the Inkbrush in Splatoon 3, the Inkbrush Nouveau. You shouldn't be discouraged about the fact that you're trying a new kit for the Inkbrush, because normally you would have the Splat Bomb for the normal Inkbrush, and having something that doesn't throw can be quite jarring. But when it comes down to it, you're still an Inkbrush player. You are still caffeine personified. The Inkbrush Nouveau has been in all 3 Splatoon games so far, and it features the exact same sub on every game, that sub being the Inkmine, and its special being the Ultra Stamp. The Inkmine can synergize quite well with the Inkbrush if you know how to use it correctly, and to use Inkmines correctly, you have to place them at certain choke points in the map where the enemy has no choice but to go through that point and activate the Inkmine. Even if you're not close to the Inkmine, if someone sets it off, you can still chase them down because they'll have a big marker, they'll have a big target on their backs for you and your team. The Inkmine can also be used quite defensively if you play your cards right. Say there's a big map and you put your Inkmine in the corner. If you run out of ink or you have a very close range weapon that's chasing you down, if you get over to that Inkmine and they happen to step on it, you could turn the tide on them quite easily, given the Inkmine does 35 damage on a splash hit and 45 on a direct hit. Assuming that they had a splash hit bare minimum, they're still a few swings away from death.
Hello, my name is the Deuteron Doctor. It's been a while since I actually talked on this channel, I know. I am here to talk about how to use the Ultra Stamp because my partner here, Nate, is not very experienced with it. So the first thing you want to figure out as an Ultra Stamp is where your opponents are and how they're going to dodge. Depending on the weapon, they're going to dodge differently. Inkbrushes might run out of the way using their roll function, same with rollers. Some weapons might fight back, like rapid fire weapons, as well as snipers and splatlings. They'll also tend to fight back, but if you get too close to them, they'll run. Now, as an Ultra Stamp, you can't turn very fast, so you're going to want to pay attention because some people might sidestep you, mostly close-range weapons like a Sploosh-O-Matic, and they're going to try to get around you and kill you. So you're going to want to watch out for that. So if you ever see somebody try to flank you while you're using an Ultra Stamp, stop, turn around, and keep going. And then you'll, 9 times out of 10, destroy the person who tried to flank you in the first place. Now, how to deal with ranged weapons is very easy. You just use your Ultra Stamp till you get to a throwable range, and then you throw the Ultra Stamp towards them. Now, I would recommend practicing your Ultra Stamp throws in the practice range because it does have an arc, like most of the projectiles in the game, and it's decently hard to hit if your opponent knows that it's coming. Other than that, that's really all I have to say about the Ultra Stamp.
Now, moving on to abilities. Now, I'd recommend Sub Saver, Special Saver, and Special Power Up. Sub Saver, because the ink mines are going to absolutely drain you, and you can place multiple ink mines, so before you know it, your lifeline is going to disappear right before your eyes. Special Saver, because as an Inkbrush, you are treated like infantry and disposable at any given time, so why not have the ability to use 1 or 2 before the match ends? And Special Power Up to extend the amount of time that you can hold Ultra Stamp for. Shout out to Austin Simmons for recommending us to make this video. This is the outro. Goodbye.